We are here at San Diego Comic-Con with Butch.
Hey,
how's it going? It's going pretty good.
We asked at the same time.
There's
something magical happen if we talk at the same time?
It probably is.
It maybe
It is. Butch Hartman, ladies and gentlemen. He is the creator of Fairly Odd Parents.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Danny Phantom.
Danny Phantom.
And
Tough Puppy.
Yes.
And a brand new one. I got a brand new show coming out.
All right, so can you give us like a quick overview of like, I guess, Fairly Odd Parents? Because I know, at this point, there might be maybe a couple of pockets of people that don't know about Fairly Odd Parents.
Yes, sir.
I think there's a possibility of that.
Yeah. We have Fairly Odd Parents. We're in our 10th season right now, and we're celebrating our 15th year on the air.
Oh, cool.
Been on the air since 2001, so 15 years on the air, and we're super excited, and we've got a whole bunch of new episodes coming out in the fall, and we're looking forward to showing them to you guys. Hope you guys like them. We're trying to keep it fresh. Timmy Turner's still 10 years old, though.
Did you ever expect, SpongeBob being on the air as long as it did you ever expect your show to just be like, all right, we're still going 15 years, still going?
When you come up with a show or an idea, you want it to run that long, I kind of expected it, but now that it's actually here, it's kind of mind-blowing. It really
Because you're in syndication territory at this point.
Yeah, yes we are, big time. No, well, Nickelodeon doesn't really syndicate things, it's just on the channel all
But it's
the
a
time.
possibility it could be syndicated.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, we're excited about it. It's been on, I'm just glad so many people know it. We've had people grow up with it. I've had little kids who didn't understand certain jokes, and they're growing up now and they see me in the street like, Mr. Hartman, that joke I didn't get when I was 10, I totally understand it now. That's exciting. Good.
So you have careers, you've done stuff on Cartoon Network and also Nickelodeon. Did you think that you would have that big of an impact all throughout the 90s going into 2000s and such?
It's funny, you start this job off and it's just a job. You want to get a job as an artist and you get to have a job, but then you realize if you get into a situation like a Cartoon Network or a Nickelodeon or any channel that actually shows animation 24/7, you start really realizing, I've really done a lot of things. I can have an impact here. I can do this. And before you know it, you wake up and you've had an impact on people. But I always tell people, when you start your career, make sure the influence that you have, you want it to be a good one or a bad one. Yeah. I've always tried to push for the good one. So people have, it's a lot. If you look around Comic-Con, there's all these people with influence. I hope they use it in the right way.
So who was your biggest influence getting into this?
Art-wise and creative-wise, I'd say Walt Disney, growing up, because when I was a kid, The Wonderful World of Disney was the biggest thing on TV, and Hanna-Barbera as well, too. They owned Saturday Morning. So pretty much Disney and Hanna-Barbera growing up. I also love Bugs Bunny, too. Yeah.
Would you ever see yourself doing any sort of Disney stuff if you had the opportunity?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'd love to work for a studio like that. In fact, my big dream was to work for Disney when I was very young. And I never have worked there. I've never had a job there, and it's really weird. I've been able to do Fairly Odd Parents and other shows for so long, and I thank God for that, but I've always been able to do stuff for Nickelodeon, so it's great.
Cool. I guess in terms of cartoons that we get nowadays and stuff, are varying quality, good cartoons and bad cartoons. Did you ever? Is there a thing where it's for you, whether it's good or bad, you're just fine with the content that's out there, or you're just kind of pushing just for good quality stuff?
Oh, I'm always pushing for good quality stuff. I think there's too many people out there that just lay down once they get a show and they think, oh, this joke is good enough, let's just finish. We all have schedules to keep, but we're always pushing on my shows to add that extra joke, or that extra bit, or that extra bit of creativity that we can. All the way from the writing phase initially with the script, all the way to storyboard, all the way to final cut. We're trying to do everything we can in the time that we have to make it as funny as possible.
What is your comedy style influence for Fairly Odd Parents, just for everything?
Comedy style? It's a mixture. I'd say it's a little bit of Taxi, a little bit of Seinfeld, a little bit of The Office. You know what I mean? A little bit of even Happy Days, Welcome Back, Kotter, things I grew up with, Dick Van Dyke Show, stuff that I grew up watching. I think it's a lot of that stuff. Cool. Plus Warner Brothers timing and stuff I really love.
Yeah, with Danny Phantom, what was the inspiration behind that show?
Danny Phantom started out because I wanted to do an action show for Nickelodeon, and I knew they were looking for one, and I knew that if I could get a killer name, they'd buy the show. Yeah. I knew that if I could come up with a name like Johnny Quest, I thought I needed a cool name like Quest. I was like, Fire, Thunder, Olympia. I'm like, what? And I settled on the name Phantom. I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. Billy Phantom, Davey Phantom. Next thing you know, I had Danny Phantom, and it kind of mushroomed from there.
Cool. I guess longevity for that show. Same expectation for Fairly Odd Parents, where you just kind of was like, oh, see how it goes.
You always should have. Let's see how it goes. And you keep hoping the audience likes it. You keep hoping they want to keep making more. We did 4 awesome seasons of Danny Phantom, and right now it's in reruns, but there's a gigantic fan base out there. It's humongous. In fact, every time I post about Fairly Odd Parents, hey, I've got a new Fairly Odd Parents show, all I get is bring back Danny Phantom, 17 responses. So hopefully Nickelodeon's listening, and hopefully we can bring it back.
Would you do it? Would you come back with it like with like movie style or just a regular just show?
It depends. I mean, I would love to do a live action movie someday, but I also love to do. If I were to do another animated show, I'd like to age him up a little bit. Maybe do like an 18-year-old Danny Phantom, like a college age, you know, and just see where we can go from there. Maybe we'll do a little more anime style to it.
Okay, cool.
You know?
So, what like future projects? What do you have like going on future-wise besides Fairly Odd Parents?
I've got a brand new show coming out after the first year. It's a Nickelodeon show. It's called Bunsen is a Beast. You can Google it. There's some images out there.
Okay.
But it's, Bunsen is a little beast. He's the first beast to ever go to a human school.
Okay.
And he doesn't want to scare anybody. And he ends up making a friend named Mikey, who's this kid who's just trying to get to school without getting murdered.
Yeah.
And Mikey and Bunsen become friends. And it's really sweet. It's very funny. And I personally think it's the next SpongeBob. So we'll see what happens there.
I mean, hey,
That's a bold statement.
It's a very bold statement, but
Bold
I mean,
statement.
look, you have Fairly Odd Parents just as long as SpongeBob, so
sir.
hey, it can happen.
Amen.
It's a very
Exactly.
possible.
We'll see what happens, man. But
So-
I like to think positively. Yeah.
So, I mean, how are you enjoying San Diego Comic-Con?
I love it. I just got here. I'm on preview night. This is exciting. I got a panel tomorrow.
Okay.
At 11:15.
All right.
11:15. Yeah, 11:15. Up in room 6A. It's a Happy Joy panel.
Okay.
Celebrating 25 years of Nickelodeon animation.
All right.
I'm on stage with Jonan Vasquez from Invader Zim, Arlene Klasky from Rugrats, and Craig Bartlett from Hey Arnold, and
Okay.
me. So it's pretty cool, man. It should be a lot of fun.
Do you keep in contact with a lot of the guys that from that, I guess, that clique of just like Hey Arnold? And all
I
that
don't keep in. I mean, the thing is, we're all so busy, and sometimes when shows end, people go to different studios and stuff. So, whenever we see each other, it's great to see each other. We're all good friends and stuff. But
Like
yeah,
a high school
but
reunion.
everybody's pretty busy working, so it's hard to hang out a lot.
All right, Butch. Well, thank you for talking to us today.
Chris, nice to meet you, man.
Thank you.
A
Thank you.
pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for the interview.